Why you don't need friends. After 70, the freedom of living on your own terms. As we reach the later stages of life, a curious shift happens, one that many of us don't expect. We start to realize that the noise, the expectations, and the constant juggling of relationships that once seemed so vital to our happiness aren't as important as we thought. It's not about being isolated or lonely, but about understanding that true fulfillment doesn't come from the endless pursuit of social circles. In fact, it can often come from embracing a more independent, introspective lifestyle. Turning 70, or nearing that milestone, offers a unique opportunity to redefine what it means to live a truly happy life. Society tells us that friendships, social obligations, and being constantly surrounded by people are key to a fulfilling life. But in reality, as you grow older, you might find that this idea doesn't hold the same weight it once did. The idea that we need friends, or a wide network of social connections, after a certain age begins to feel less compelling. Instead, the idea of embracing independence and enjoying life on your own terms begins to make more sense. This isn't about cutting yourself off from the world or shutting yourself away from people who matter to you. It's about realizing that as you age, you gain a profound clarity about what you really need to thrive. You begin to understand that happiness is not reliant on constantly checking in with friends, attending every social gathering, or fulfilling everyone else's expectations. The freedom of living without the need for constant external validation, without feeling the pressure to meet others' needs, is both liberating and empowering. As we get older, we often develop a stronger sense of self. The time we once spent maintaining friendships or trying to stay on top of social obligations can now be better spent focusing on ourselves, our health, our passions, and our own well-being. When you're independent, you realize that solitude isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity for growth. It's time to focus on what truly makes you happy and content, whether that's spending time in nature, picking up a new hobby, or simply relishing in the quiet moments of your own company. In this new phase of life, independence can be one of the most valuable and fulfilling choices you make. By shifting the focus from external expectations to internal peace, you open the door to a life that's richer, more satisfying, and entirely your own. So let's explore why, after 70, you don't need a wide circle of friends to live your best, most fulfilling life, and why embracing independence could be the secret to unlocking true happiness. Reason 1: independence. Freedom from expectations. As we grow older, we begin to realize that so much of the energy we spent earlier in life was directed at meeting the expectations of others. Whether those expectations were put on us by society, family, or friends. In your younger years, it was easy to feel that constant pressure to keep up with everyone's desires, goals, and standards. We wanted to be good friends, good family members, good employees, good neighbors, and so on. This often led to a life filled with constant commitments, social events, and a never-ending to-do list of obligations, many of which weren't truly fulfilling. But as you reach your 70s, this dynamic begins to shift. You start to recognize the value in living life without the constant need to meet others' expectations. The idea that you must attend every event, join every social group, or maintain every friendship begins to lose its appeal. There's a certain relief in the realization that you no longer have to keep up appearances or feel compelled to please others. Instead, you can prioritize your own happiness, well-being, and desires. The beauty of this newfound freedom is that you can live your life on your terms, without the social or emotional obligations that come with maintaining a large network of relationships. You no longer feel the need to spend time with people just because you've always done so, or because you think it's expected of you. Instead, you can make conscious decisions about how to spend your time based on what genuinely makes you happy. Whether it's taking a spontaneous trip, enjoying a quiet day at home, or simply choosing to engage in activities that give you joy, independence provides you with the opportunity to live authentically and without guilt. Furthermore, there is also the freedom that comes from not being tied to a certain role in a group or relationship. For years, you may have been known as the go-to person for advice, the one always hosting gatherings, or the one who was always at everyone's beck and call. But as you age, you can step back from these roles and simply be yourself. You can decide how much time you wish to invest in others, knowing that it's okay to put yourself first. This shift is empowering. It's not about being selfish. It's about embracing a new stage of life where your time, energy, and attention are yours to control. This freedom from expectations leads to a more peaceful, balanced life. You can focus more on what makes you feel fulfilled, whether that's spending time with your family, exploring a new hobby, or simply enjoying the serenity of your own space. There's a sense of calm that comes with knowing that you no longer have to meet anyone else's needs but your own. Reason 2. Quality over quantity. When you're younger, friendships and social networks often grow in size as you meet people through school, work, or various activities. There's an emphasis on accumulating a broad array of friendships, staying connected with as many people as possible, and always trying to be social. But as we reach our 70s, the need for a vast social circle starts to diminish. Instead, we begin to realize that it's not the number of friends we have, but the quality of those relationships that matters most. In your 70s, the friendships you've built over the years have evolved. The superficial connections that once felt important fade away, and what remains are the relationships that have real depth and meaning. You start to focus more on the people who truly understand you, who accept you for who you are, and who offer support when you need it. These are the friendships that nourish you rather than drain you. You no longer feel obligated to maintain a long list of acquaintances or attend social gatherings where you don't feel truly connected. The realization that fewer but more authentic relationships can bring greater happiness is a liberating one. You start to recognize that you don't need a large group of people to feel fulfilled. What you really need is a handful of close, trusted friends who respect your time and your boundaries. These relationships are based on mutual respect, understanding, and shared experiences. You don't have to worry about keeping up with the social demands that come with a larger circle. Instead, you can invest your energy in nurturing the connections that truly bring you joy. Moreover, the friendships that matter most tend to be those that have weathered the tests of time. These are the people who've been with you through thick and thin, people who understand your history, your journey, and the life you've lived. These are the friends who are there for you when it counts, not just during the happy moments, but also when life presents its challenges. These are the relationships that offer emotional fulfillment, not because they demand constant attention, but because they provide a deep sense of connection and understanding. The shift from quantity to quality in your social life can also extend to how you spend your time. You start to realize that social events and gatherings don't need to be filled with hundreds of people. Instead, a small dinner with close friends or a quiet afternoon with a loved one becomes far more meaningful. The pressure to attend every social event dissipates, and you begin to appreciate the peace that comes with selective engagement. This shift also brings a sense of emotional maturity. You've lived long enough to understand that not every relationship is meant to last, and that's okay. You can begin to let go of relationships that no longer serve you, whether they've become toxic, one-sided, or simply unfulfilling. As you embrace the quality over quantity mindset, you learn to protect your energy and invest it in relationships that uplift you rather than deplete you. In the end, the beauty of aging is that you become more selective in how you spend your time and energy. By embracing the idea that fewer but deeper connections are all you need, you open the door to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. You don't need an army of friends to feel valued. You just need the ones who truly matter. Reason 3. Personal growth and self-discovery. One of the most remarkable aspects of reaching your 70s is the opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. At this stage in life, you are free from many of the pressures and distractions that come with raising children, maintaining a career, or meeting the expectations of others. The world opens up to you in a new way, offering space and time to explore who you are, what you truly want, and what makes you feel fulfilled. Independence in your 70s provides the perfect environment for personal growth. When you're not tied down by the demands of others, you have the freedom to reflect on your life, your past experiences, and your future goals. Solitude becomes a tool for growth, as it allows you to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. Without the constant noise of social engagements or the pressure to be someone you're not, you can begin to rediscover your passions, your dreams, and your unique interests. For many, this is a time to revisit long-forgotten hobbies or try something entirely new. You might find joy in painting, writing, gardening, or taking up a new sport. It's the perfect time to learn new skills or dive into subjects you've always been curious about. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a language, take up photography, or volunteer for a cause that's important to you. Without the distractions of social commitments, you have the time and mental space to focus on your own personal development. In addition to external hobbies and activities, personal growth also comes in the form of emotional maturity. As you age, you develop a deeper understanding of who you are and what brings you peace. You've experienced the highs and lows of life, and through those experiences, you gain valuable insights into your own emotional landscape. You begin to understand what truly matters and learn to let go of things that no longer serve you. The pursuit of happiness becomes more about inner peace and less about external validation or societal approval. This phase of self-discovery also allows you to redefine what success and fulfillment mean to you. You may find that you no longer measure success by material achievements or external accolades, but by the sense of peace and satisfaction you feel within yourself. This shift in perspective allows for a deeper connection to your own values and desires, making the process of aging a beautiful journey of personal evolution. Reason 4. Letting go of toxic relationships. Another significant benefit of embracing independence after 70 is the ability to let go of toxic relationships that may have once drained your energy or caused unnecessary stress. Throughout life, we often hold on to relationships out of habit, obligation, or a sense of guilt, even when those relationships are no longer healthy or fulfilling. But as you age, you become more attuned to your emotional needs, and you start to recognize that your mental and emotional well-being are far more important than maintaining connections that no longer serve you. Independence allows you the clarity to recognize toxic patterns in relationships that may have been hard to identify when you were younger. Maybe it's a friend who constantly brings drama into your life, a family member who is always critical, or a colleague who drains your energy. As you approach your 70s, you begin to realize that you don't need to endure negative energy or toxic behavior simply out of a sense of loyalty or fear of hurting someone's feelings. You've lived long enough to understand that protecting your peace is vital, and sometimes that means cutting ties with people who are harmful to your emotional health. Letting go of these relationships is not about being cruel, it's about prioritizing your well-being. The ability to walk away from toxic connections is a powerful act of self-care. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are precious, and you no longer want to waste them on relationships that don't contribute to your happiness or growth. In fact, embracing independence allows you to choose the people who lift you up, rather than those who weigh you down. You no longer feel obligated to maintain relationships out of guilt or fear of judgment. Instead, you can focus on nurturing relationships that bring you joy, peace, and positivity. This process of letting go can be incredibly freeing. It creates space in your life for healthier, more fulfilling connections, relationships that are built on mutual respect, understanding, and love. In addition, it allows you to invest more time and energy in yourself, focusing on activities, hobbies, and goals that contribute to your own happiness and well-being. By choosing to distance yourself from toxic relationships, you create a life filled with positivity, peace, and emotional freedom. You are no longer tethered to negativity or drama, and you have the power to shape your relationships in a way that supports your growth and happiness. This independence leads to a more peaceful, fulfilling existence, where you are free to surround yourself with people who truly care for you, rather than those who drain your spirit. Letting go of the toxic ties that no longer serve you is one of the most empowering steps you can take in your later years. Reason 5. Rediscovering the joy of simple living. As we get older, there's an undeniable shift in how we perceive life. The things that once seemed essential, busy schedules, social media updates, trying to keep up with the latest trends, start to lose their significance. Instead, a quieter, simpler lifestyle becomes more attractive. Independence after 70 allows you to reconnect with the basics, embracing the simple pleasures that life has to offer. This shift towards simplicity can be one of the most profound sources of happiness in your later years. At this stage, you no longer feel the pressure to be constantly busy. In fact, you might even discover that your happiest moments come not from filling every day with activities and obligations, but from enjoying the little things that you once overlooked. Whether it's sipping a cup of coffee in the morning while watching the sunrise, taking a leisurely walk through the park, or getting lost in a good book, these simple joys bring a sense of contentment that's hard to find in the hustle and bustle of life. Living independently at this age often leads to a minimalist mindset, focusing on quality rather than quantity. With fewer commitments and distractions, you have the opportunity to prioritize what truly matters. You can choose to surround yourself with things and people that bring you joy and let go of the clutter, both physical and emotional, that once seemed so important. For many, this means fewer possessions and a simpler home, but it also extends to your schedule and your relationships. No longer do you feel the need to attend every event or keep up with every social obligation. You have the space to focus on what truly nurtures your soul. This return to simplicity also means that you start to embrace moments of stillness and reflection. The constant noise of modern life fades away, and you're left with the peace of knowing that you don't need to be constantly on the go to feel fulfilled. Whether it's spending more time in nature, enjoying your favorite hobbies without a rush, or simply being present in the moment, you rediscover a sense of inner peace that comes with slowing down. Living simply means living intentionally. Every moment becomes more meaningful because you are no longer distracted by the pressures of daily life or the need to impress others. Your independence allows you to shape your life around the things that bring you true happiness. This lifestyle leads to a deeper sense of contentment, a feeling of being truly at peace with your surroundings and with yourself. Reason 6. Healthier mind and body. One of the most overlooked aspects of embracing independence after 70 is the positive impact it has on both your mind and body. Over the years, we've come to understand that health isn't just about physical exercise. It's about emotional and mental well-being too. As you step into a phase of life where you are more independent and in control of your time, you also gain the freedom to prioritize your health in ways that truly benefit you. One of the most significant advantages of embracing a simpler, more independent lifestyle is the reduction in stress. Social obligations, the need to maintain friendships, and the pressure to keep up with busy schedules can take a toll on your mental health. As we age, stress becomes more difficult to manage, and its impact on our bodies can be more pronounced. When you let go of the pressures to maintain social circles, attend events, or meet the demands of others, you give yourself the space to breathe. This reduction in stress can lead to a significant improvement in your overall health. When you no longer feel the weight of social obligations, you can focus on creating a life that nurtures your body and mind. Perhaps you take more time to exercise, engage in mindful activities like yoga or meditation, or simply enjoy daily walks in the fresh air. The slower pace of life allows you to prioritize activities that promote well-being, rather than rushing from one obligation to the next. This focus on health leads to improved physical fitness, better sleep, and a more balanced lifestyle. Mental clarity also improves when you embrace independence. As you distance yourself from relationships or environments that cause emotional turmoil or stress, your mind becomes clearer. The distractions that once clouded your thoughts fade away, and you gain a better sense of focus. You are no longer spread thin by the demands of others, and you can use your mental energy for more positive and productive pursuits. You may find yourself taking up new hobbies, diving deeper into your intellectual interests, or even embracing creative endeavors that stimulate your mind. Moreover, the solitude that comes with independence offers an opportunity for self-reflection and introspection. Time spent alone allows you to process your thoughts, make decisions that align with your true desires, and create a life that feels more authentic. This mental clarity can lead to a greater sense of emotional stability as you become more in tune with your needs, feelings, and goals. A healthier body and mind aren't just the result of reduced stress. They also come from the freedom to choose the lifestyle that best supports your well-being. When you're no longer distracted by external obligations, you have the time and energy to dedicate to the habits that make you feel your best, whether that's preparing nourishing meals, taking part in physical activities that bring you joy, or simply taking time to rest and recover. In addition to physical and emotional health, the independence you gain later in life also allows you to take control of your healthcare decisions. Without the influence of others telling you what you should be doing, you can focus on the choices that feel right for you, whether that's seeking out holistic treatments, adjusting your diet, or choosing the kind of exercise that works best for your body. You become your own advocate for health, and this autonomy contributes to a greater sense of empowerment and control over your well-being. Ultimately, embracing independence after 70 creates a healthier, more balanced life. It allows you to eliminate the unnecessary stress and distractions that often come with social obligations, leading to a mind and body that are free to thrive. By focusing on self-care, mental clarity, and physical health, you unlock the key to a longer, happier, and more fulfilling life. Conclusion: Embracing independence is a path to happiness. As we've explored, the later years of life are a time of profound transformation. Embracing independence after 70 offers a wealth of benefits, not only in terms of how you live your day-to-day life, but also in how you view yourself and your place in the world. The freedom from expectations, the shift toward meaningful relationships, and the opportunity for personal growth create an environment in which you can truly thrive. It's not just about aging, it's about redefining what it means to live a happy, fulfilled life in your later years. By embracing independence, you unlock the ability to live authentically. You have the space to focus on what truly brings you joy, to explore new passions, and to prioritize your health and well-being. You no longer need to constantly meet the demands of others, nor do you have to spend time with people who drain your energy. The relationships that remain in your life become deeper, more authentic, and far more fulfilling. As you let go of toxic connections and focus on quality rather than quantity, your circle shrinks, but it becomes more meaningful. The simple pleasures of life become your greatest source of joy. You discover that happiness is not in constantly filling your schedule or keeping up with the latest trends, but in enjoying the quiet moments and the things that truly nourish your soul. Whether it's a quiet afternoon spent reading, a walk through nature, or savoring a cup of tea, you find peace and contentment in simplicity. This shift allows you to rediscover the joy of living without the pressures that once seemed so important. Moreover, your health, both mental and physical, improves when you embrace independence. With less stress from social obligations and more time for self-care, you give yourself the opportunity to live a longer, healthier life. You become more in tune with your body and mind, and your ability to make decisions that align with your needs leads to greater peace and well-being. The clarity that comes with independence allows you to prioritize your health, nurture your body, and maintain a positive mindset. Ultimately, the key to happiness after 70 is not found in the number of friends you have or the social obligations you meet, but in how you choose to live. Independence is the gift of freedom, freedom to choose your path, freedom to prioritize your own happiness, and freedom to live in a way that feels right for you. By embracing this independence, you create a life that is uniquely your own, one that is fulfilling, peaceful, and deeply rewarding. So, as you continue this journey into your later years, remember that you don't need a large circle of friends to be happy. In fact, embracing solitude, self-discovery, and personal growth can lead you to the kind of happiness that is more authentic and enduring. Embrace the freedom to live on your terms. Cherish the relationships that truly matter, and focus on the simple joys of life. In doing so, you will find that the later years of life can be some of the most fulfilling, joyful, and meaningful of all.